I want to bring in on this broadcast also now Bhaskar Rao, who is served as Commissioner of Police in Bengaluru, is also a spokesperson of the Karnataka BJP. We have Mr. Shankar Bidri, also former DG and Inspector General of Police in Karnataka. Mr. Bhaskar Rao, I'd like to come to you first, and I'd like your view as a former top cop yourself on what's gone wrong really in our prison systems that we see this kind of footage every few months emerge from Karnataka, from Parappana Agrahara.
This government has been in power for last 2.5 years, and the same Home Minister has been there. Indiscipline and this kind of activities in the jail has been going on, and the government has lost complete control over jail administration. And the Honorable Home Minister, Mr. Parameshwara, has just been reduced to a Mr. Nobody. And whenever you ask him something, he says, I don't know, I am not aware, nobody has briefed me. In this specific case, we all know how the entire prison administration has been taken for a ride by famous criminals lodged inside the Parappana Agrahara jail.
Is this, Mr. Bhaskar Rao, a question of one government versus another, or is this just a corrupt system that we have to deal with, irrespective of political parties, irrespective of which government is in power?
It is, see, let us not bring politics for a moment here. I will tell you, this government is here for last 2.5 years. There is a Home Minister. There is an additional DGP or DGP in charge of prisons. There is one more person prior to this person being there. Why is it that repeatedly these things are happening over there? That is because the Home Minister is not serious. He is not cracking the whip. The jail has become a den of corruption. Corruption as regards how the convicted prisoners are to be hosted, what kind of comforts are to be given to them, how the under trial prisoners are to be dealt with over there, and how the resources of the jail are being managed over there. Crores of rupees are sent for the jail for food, etc., etc. There is pilferage there also. Construction goes on, there is pilferage also. And now to top it over, you have a demoralized IPS officer who is heading the prisons, who was recently suspended for no fault of his, and he is also not available. So the junior people are merrily carrying on corrupt activities within the four walls of the jail. And this is what you expect. And there are a lot of
I wonder, and I'd like to bring in
Mr.
I'd like to bring in Mr. Shankar Bidri also on this. Mr. Bidri, I question whether this is just us now finally coming to know what's happening in these prisons, because I suspect that this is what's always been happening, and we finally know what's happening courtesy these videos, that nothing's ever changed. It's always been like this.
Good evening. Just now, respected legal luminary Sri Ponnana has already spoken. He has spoken certain truths which you must accept. At the same time, I would like to tell you that the fault does not lie with the system. The fault lies with the governments in power. It is not the first time that this kind of things, developments have taken place in the prisons. They are continuously taking place. Particularly during the last 7-8 years, there is substantial increase in this kind of untoward developments that are taking place in the prisons. Governments, the main and primary reason, perhaps in my opinion, the only reason for this is the governments for the last 7-8 years are continuously indulging in cash-based transfers. 100% transfers are being effected by the government. The delegated powers of the IG prisons or DG of police or the police establishment board are not being exercised by the
right now, Mr. Bidri, the answer that the government has come up with is again transfers, again suspensions. Do you think that's the answer, or something more needs to be done? Because like I said earlier, this is rot that runs very, very deep. I would say not just in the Bengaluru prison, but across India.
One thing I would like to tell you, the political system has become so rotten that they have not spared even revenue, police, prison, and prosecution departments from the evil influence of corruption. And one thing is that the root cause of all this is 100% cash-based political transfers, right up to the lowest levels. Unless this is stopped and officers are entrusted with the authority as well as the responsibility, we cannot expect things to improve for another 100 years. No reforms
Very
are
true.
required. The existing manuals are quite sufficient. Government should allow the head of the department to enforce the manual strictly.
Maybe
And
that's the
government should
issue.
hold him responsible for
No, there are
enforcing the existing
clearly
manual
reforms that need to be
strictly.
taken up by the government. They've expressed that they're serious about it. We definitely hope so, but we'll have to see what happens in the coming days beyond just these transfers and suspensions. Thank you very much, Mr. Bhaskar Rao and Mr. Shankar Bidri, for your time, for joining us here on India Today. Now,